Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope all is well with you and yours. Thanks for stopping by. Also, check out my YouTube music channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm Jamie Totten, and this is Here's the Thing. Today, I'm going to get into some NFL, the matchups that I want to see the most this weekend. And I want to talk about the best forwards in the NBA, past and present, that I witnessed, and of course, election watch. Okay, the games I'm most interested in watching are the Jets versus the Niners, for one. I want to see what Aaron Rodgers can do with the Jets. The Jets' defense were ranked number 3 last year, but the offense was ranked dead last. And we know what the Niners are all about. You know, what will Mr. Irrelevant turn totally relevant Brock Purdy do this year? What can he do? Okay. The Niners are returning with basically the same team that they were in the Super Bowl with. Let's see if Kyle Shanahan can get over the hump this year. You know, he's been to 3 Super Bowls. In 2016, he was the OC, the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons when they went to the Super Bowl. Remember, he had that big lead, and Tom Brady and the Patriots chased them down and eventually won that game. Kyle Shanahan has blown double-digit leads in all 3 Super Bowls that he was a part of, that he coached in. His last 2 losses came against the Chiefs last year as well as in 2020. So, see what Kyle gonna do this year. Can he get over the hump? He's been there 3 times. Maybe he can get back again and pull it off. We'll see. Okay, the next is Packers versus the Eagles. The Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm looking forward to watching Jordan Love, see if he's on the right trajectory. You know, last year he was number 9, and the Packers were 9-8 last season. When I say he was number 9, he was number 9 in quarterback rating. So, and the Packers, they finished the season at 9-8. The Eagles, they started off really strong, but they started strong, but they ended with a whimper, you know, losing 5 of the last 6 games. So I'm interested in seeing what quarterback for the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, with Saquon Barkley in that backfield with them, what they can do. And they also have a new OC, offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. You know, so we'll see what they can do. That should be a really good game. And I want to see, of course, the Ravens against the Chiefs. And this goes without saying. Anybody not looking forward to this matchup is just not, he's just not an NFL fan, in my opinion. If you're not looking forward to this matchup, you're not an NFL fan, in my opinion. Okay, so you got Lamar going into Patrick's house to get some get back. It should be fun. And of course, you know, you got Patrick at home. You're going to have some adversity, and he's coming off of a Super Bowl, and his thing is to three-peat. There's been a lot of repeats. There'll be a few repeats, but the three-peat thing is off the charts. Most teams don't reach that. Not even the great Tom Brady was able to pull that off. So some folks say if Patrick Mahomes can pull off a three-peat, he would surpass Tom Brady as GOAT. Now, I don't know. Uh, we'll see how that works out. But Tom did win 7 Super Bowls, so we'll see. Okay, and of course, I want to see my team, the Browns, versus the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, both teams made the playoffs last year, with the Cowboys winning the NFC East. Um, the Cowboys will be facing the third ranked defense in the league when they play the Browns. But when you measure yards allowed, the Browns actually were the best. They were the best overall defense when you add yards allowed. So, with this vaunted defense, uh, with a healthy Deshaun Watson, although Nick Chubb will be out for the first 4 weeks, but with the addition of Jerome Ford, running back, and others that they have in the backfield, I think that we can hold it down until Nick Chubb gets back. The Cowboys, they're basically coming in with the same team as last season, and they will have an old familiar face with them. Zeke Elliott. Yep, Ezekiel Elliott is back with the Cowboys. Well, I guess the Browns should be shaking in their boots on that one. I mean, Zeke. well, Zeke is back. I'm sure he ain't the Zeke that he used to be, but hey, it's cool. I don't think we be too scared about Zeke at all. Okay. Now I just want to tell my two uncles, y'all know who you are. My cousins and all my cowboy friends. So many of them, so you can't start calling names because you're gonna leave somebody out because those cowboy fans, man, they're everywhere. They are actually everywhere. So I want to tell y'all right now, please, 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 don't take this butt kicking personal. It's not personal. It's just a game. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, best forwards of the NBA, past and present, that I have seen. Number 5, Tim Duncan, the big fundamental. The big fundamental. That's what Shaq called him. For his career, he averaged 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks per game. Tim Duncan's game had no flash to it, none at all. Like I say, he was fundamentally sound, though. And that's how he got his man. He wasn't overpowering anybody. He didn't have 1,000 moves. But, he had fundamental footwork. And he used it to his advantage. So, his team, along with Coach Popovich, won 5 NBA titles. San Antonio Spurs, coached by the great Popovich. Yeah, and Tim Duncan on the team won 5 titles. That's great. That's getting it done. So he's number 5. Number 4, Julius Dr. J. Irvin. Why do I have him? rated higher than Tim Duncan? Well, because the doctor brought flair to the NBA. He was the first NBA player I remember with a sneaker commercial. You know, hey, Dr. J, where'd you get those moves? You know, once he elevated, you were at his mercy. And they say Lon Chaney was a man of 1,000 faces. The doctor was a man with 1,001 moves. You know, and most of his moves took place while he was in the air. You know, he was rolling, he was moving and grooving the whole time. In his career, the doctor averaged 24.2 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. He was so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch. Okay, Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound, is what they called him. Although he was undersized for a forward, Charles held his own. In his career, he averaged 22.1 points, 11.7 rebounds, and 3.9 assists per game. Early in Charles' career, it was like every time you turn on ESPN, you were seeing Charles grabbing a rebound, grabbing a defensive rebound, taking it all the way down the court, around people, behind his back, all the way down, and dunking it on somebody. You know, he was taking it the length of the court and he was dunking on somebody. He was gonna catch a body. Somebody was gonna get dunked on. Yeah, he was fun to watch also, especially in his early days. Number two, Scottie Pippen. In Scotty's career, he averaged 16.1 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5.2 assists in his career. Now, those aren't gaudy numbers, but you have to remember who he was playing with. You know, you know he's gonna get but so many shots, buddy. But Scotty won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls in the '90s. Winning 6 championships means that Scotty was putting that work in. Regardless of how some may want to minimize the man's contribution to the Bulls dynasty, uh, that's this. He contributed a lot, and he's number 2 on my list. I mean, I can stop right here if you want me to, because you know we are talking forwards, and you know, so I can stop because without a doubt, we all know that number 1 is LeBron James, and the story is still being told. So, you know, check this out. LeBron James in his 21st NBA season averaged 28.9 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game. Come on now. It is 20. Maybe I don't think you heard me. Let me tell you this again. In his 21st NBA season, LeBron James averaged, now 21st year, he averaged 28.9 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 6.8 assists, and made the playoffs. You know, these just ain't numbers just to be numbers on a team that's on an awful team. No, not at all. So let me run it back down to you. Number 5 on my best forwards of the NBA, past and present. Number 5, the great fundamental, the big fundamental, Tim Duncan at number 5. 5 championships. Played his whole career. career with the San Antonio Spurs. Him and Greg Popovich as his coach. Number 4, the dazzling Dr. J, Julius Erving. You know, Julius brought flair to the NBA. You know, he was doing what he was doing, and he did win a championship with him and Big Mo, Moses Malone, Virginia's own, Petersburg's own. Moses Malone won the championship with the Doctor. That was the only championship Doc won in the NBA. But, you know, he was playing in the ABA too. Okay, he only played 11 seasons in the NBA, Dr. J. Number 3, the round mound of rebound, Mr. Sir Charles Barkley. Charles was a bad man. You know, he couldn't get that ring. He could not get that ring. You know, he couldn't get past Jordan and Scottie Pippen and them, so he never got his ring. Okay, number 2 is Scottie Pippen. Scottie, I really love Scottie's game, man. He was an all-around guy. He could do it all. He could do it all. Won 6 championships with the great Michael Jordan. Okay. So Scottie is number 2. Number 1 is the man, the myth, the legend, LeBron James. Still getting it done. Still doing his thing. Way to go, young man. Okay, now, election watch. So yesterday there was a mass shooting in Georgia where 2 students and 2 teachers were slaughtered. They were gunned down simply because they decided to go to school that day. Go to school that day in Georgia. A real tragedy. One that happens way too often. What got to me, other than hearing that more kids in the school got slaughtered by an assault weapon, was hearing a spokesperson say that he can't believe that it happened. Did you know that globally, the United States are ranked number 1 in gun ownership? Globally, the whole wide world, we are ranked number 1 in gun ownership. Wow. And in Georgia, there is no waiting period to purchase a gun. You don't need a license to carry a gun. There are no restrictions on assault weapons or large capacity magazines. And there are no laws in Georgia that require guns to be locked in a safe place. There are no laws that say you have to keep your guns locked in a safe place, not even if you have children running around in your house. Okay. So I don't know why this spokesperson is surprised with laws like that. Man. But, so the usual is in order, you know, offer up prayers. Let's offer our thoughts and prayers. Yeah, we got some thoughts and prayers for you. Here goes some thoughts and here goes some prayers. Or maybe I'll do the weave. Maybe it's that kind of thing, you know, all craziness. But So that's why it's so important to be voting. So important to vote on all levels, local, state, national. You know, we have to vote. You know, if we vote to put the right people in the White House, put the right people in the Senate and in the House of Representatives, we can get some of these laws changed. So let's do it. Thanks for stopping by again. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm Jamie Totten, and you all have a great, great, great evening. Take care. See you tomorrow. Peace.